This is LiveWell Talk on blood donation. I'm Dr. Dustin Arnold, Chief Medical Officer at Unity Point Health, St. Luke's Hospital. Do you know that someone needs blood in the United States every 2 seconds, whether it's for a surgery, cancer treatment, traumatic injuries, or some other medical condition? Your blood donation could help save a life. Joining me to talk more about this is Suzanne Felton, Laboratory Manager at St. Luke's Hospital, and Adam Wilcox, St. Luke's Clinical Pharmacy Manager, and a frequent blood donor. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Suzanne, you did a podcast.
It's been a while.
Virtually during the pandemic.
Yes.
And it was on blood donation, right?
Yes.
This is your first, right?
This is my first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, welcome, both of you. Welcome back and welcome. Suzanne, I know you're provide leadership to blood bank, and so let's start with you. What is a blood donation, and how often can I donate?
So you can donate every 8 weeks. And the most common donation is whole blood donation, which is when all the components, blood, plasma, and platelets are all removed in one donation. But there's other types of product donation that people can do.
For example?
They can do a double red, which is giving 2 units of blood, which then you can't donate as frequently. There's also plasma only or platelet only.
What does the cookie afterwards do?
Just get your blood sugar.
There's no blood cookie.
Yeah.
It's a reward.
Yeah.
Is it a reward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of re-energize you after.
Okay. I'm just curious.
And makes you hang around a little bit longer.
Well, Adam, you not only do you work in clinical pharmacist, you participate on the transfusion medicine committee, which thank you for your participation. But you've donated regularly. And we're recently 6 gallons of blood was attributed to your
six gallons of blood through LifeServe. Yep.
Yeah. How many cookies is that?
Oh, it's quite a few cookies. It depends on the donor center, what they're giving you. We get a lot now. There's some cookies, Rice Krispie treats, Oreos, chips, a lot of things that have salt in them to help you kind of retain fluid volume.
Interesting. What motivates you to? How did you start doing that? A lot of people in healthcare give blood because it's important to them, and they see the consequences of the blood. Not the consequences, the outcome of how that blood is used. But what motivated you?
For me, really, it was my dad. So I was a premature infant. I was born at 29 weeks. I was born in a car, and obviously I don't remember any of this. But my dad said, "Well, you needed frequent blood donations," and that was one of the things that inspired me to donate. And then just growing up watching my dad donate, it's like, hey, it's a nice thing to do. Kind of followed his lead. Started in high school at Waverly Shell Rock, and then just kind of continued throughout. So up to six gallons and change. So
that's outstanding. What? How long does it take to give you? So you're a donor. You go. How long does it take?
It really varies person to person. I would say the last one I was in and out of there in about 30 minutes. I think the average first time donor, they say take an hour. Just ballpark an hour, but it's usually less than that.
Okay. And in every 8 weeks, that's what you said. So every 2 months, so 6 times a year. Are you aware of people that just do it every 8 weeks?
Yeah, there are people who regularly donate, and the blood centers are really good about letting you know you're eligible and to come back and get you in for another donation.
And when there are sometimes we traumas, 9/11. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm sure there has been where people donate a lot of blood. What do they do with the extra blood when those blood drives occur? How long is that good for? What do they do with that?
Yeah, it's good for over a month. So blood can last longer. There are very unique blood that some individuals have, and those can be frozen, but that's an extensive process. But blood products don't go to waste just because they aren't getting used. They can send them to the donations of all the blood centers. They can give to each other if more is being used at one area. They have a network that they can do that. So if there is something that happens somewhere,
it's kind of like interlibrary loan in college. They can borrow from the library.
They can borrow, especially if there's something dramatic that happens somewhere, like a hurricane where those centers can't be collecting and they get other sources.
Yeah, I can't. What's the most recent one? I can't think of any.
There was that nightclub shooting in Orlando.
Was that what it
I
was?
remember that.
Yeah,
There was a lot
okay.
of people that had donated blood for that.
I know 9/11, of course,
Yeah.
and some of the other national traumas. But the blood that's given is what we've done some work as a medical staff, and I appreciate your leadership on this, on the universal donor O negative.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know what the negative and the positive. Could you just tell us what that means?
Yeah, so that is the RH factor. And so when you are RH negative, you do not have those antigens. You lack them. And if you're RH positive, you have those antigens to the RH factor. And it's not
Antigen
just
meaning
one.
protein.
Yes, and it's not just one type of antigen. It's a whole slew of antigens that have that. So it's either your blood has it or your blood doesn't have it.
Okay. And so O is the universal donor. They can give to anyone, right?
Yes.
Or can be accepted by anyone. I mean, everybody's really a universal donor. Everybody can donate.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
O pos, right? It can be given to anyone.
Oh, negative.
O negative, excuse me. O negative can be given to anyone. But the percentage of the population, 7%, is that right?
For O negative, I think is 9%.
9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I knew it was right less than 10. And about how much do we need of that? I know we've made efforts as a medical staff to conserve that. And once again, I appreciate your leadership on that project. But what I mean, like how much O neg do we need?
So right now in the donations or the blood that we're giving about 9 to 10% of our blood being O negative, and anything under 12% is really good of the amount of blood that we're transfusing.
How much time, if I show up to the hospital, you've never met me before, and they say, figure out his blood type, how long does that take?
It takes a little over an hour to do all the testing that's needed to give a safe donation.
Okay.
Or safe transfusion.
Transfusion. I know you've heard me say this, but it's blood donation or blood delivery transfusions. That's a liquid organ transplant. You're taking somebody else's organs and sharing it, and so it's a big deal, and there's a lot of safety that goes in with that, just like if you were donating a liver or a kidney. So, Adam, do you know what blood type are you? Do you know?
A positive.
A positive? How rare is that, Suzanne?
That is our second most common.
Oh, really? You're just kind of running the mill, huh?
Nobody likes me. It's,
nothing special about
if
it.
I was O negative, they'd be really liking me. But.
Yeah. Yep, 34% of our population in the U.S.
What's the most common? Is that the most common?
O positive is the most common.
O positive is most common.
Yep. But they're very close.
And I learned recently, within the last couple of years, I really sincerely didn't know this, neither Dr. Cray when we're on that you can give O pos to men over the age of 18 or women that aren't going to have any more babies.
Correct.
Yeah. I really honestly didn't know. Never was told that till we were in
I just learned that right now.
Yeah. I didn't know that. And I don't know if O neg there's enough of it that we never really brought that up. I don't, or chances are I learned it and just forgot about it. What is there any ill effects of donating blood?
Might be a little tired.
Yeah, from my standpoint, when you finish up the donation, they just say don't smoke for 60 minutes, no alcohol for the rest of the day, and just kind of take a nice easy evening. Don't go run 20 miles after you donated blood.
Do you normally run 20 miles?
No.
Okay, so you're like mission.
It doesn't make
I
a
got
difference for me. It's a nice excuse to relax.
If our listeners wanted to donate blood, who do they contact?
So easiest way, go online. You can go to lifeservebloodcenter.org, or you can do bloodcenter.org. That's two local places that you can donate blood.
And is there an effort for Adam's 6 gallons to stay around locally, or does it go wherever it's needed?
Most of the blood centers you donate with, they have a network, and those are like usually Midwest networks. So while it might not stay here in Cedar Rapids, it may, or it might be Des Moines, it might be Quad Cities. It just depends what hospitals they serve, but they usually are a regional area and not necessarily, going from coast to coast.
Okay. I mean, I always hear the stories like the state troopers delivering a unit of blood. Does that happen a lot?
No.
Or like
not.
organs and stuff. I've heard
I've
right?
heard that.
We've delivered meds from the state troopers.
Yeah,
we had to get meds from Iowa City. And,
Most of the time, they have robust courier systems, so they're taking care of it. Mm-hmm.
I say courier. You say courier?
Yeah.
Suzanne's right.
Is it? Do you know? I mean, you know that for sure? Or you just, because you're on her side of the table.
Correct.
That's reasonable. Well, Suzanne, Adam, this has been really great information. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about this. Again, this was Suzanne Felton, Laboratory Manager of St. Luke's, and Adam Wilcox, St. Luke's Clinical Pharmacy Manager, and a frequent blood donor, 6 gallons plus.
6 gallons plus.
But it's only APOS. So.
Only APOS, so.
If you are interested in donating blood, visit lifeservebloodcenter.org to schedule your donation appointment. Thank you for listening to LiveWell Talk On. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to spread the word, please give us a 5-star review and tell your family, friends, neighbors, strangers about our podcast. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, or wherever you get your podcast. Until next time, be well.